Saturday's Copa America action kicks off with Colombia playing Panama at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on July 6th. It's first in Group D, Colombia versus second in Group C, Panama. Los Cafeteros, 12th in the FIFA rankings versus Los Canaleros, 43rd. The odds in this game make Colombia heavy favorites, minus 300. The draw, plus 375. Panama big outsiders at 10-1. Now Colombia to advance by any means. And in Copa America, that means just PKs if it's tied after extra time. There is no extra time in this knockout round until the final. So Colombia to advance by PKs if needed, minus 600. Panama to advance plus 400. Let's get into it. If you want more Copa America picks, be sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel. We're getting closer to 2,500 subscribers. Let's keep it going. There's more Copas, Euros, MLS, and more this summer. For Colombia, how they made it here: match day 1, 2-1 win over Paraguay. Match day 2, 3-0 win over Costa Rica. Match day 3, a 1-1 draw with Brazil. Now Brazil scored early in that game, 12 minutes in from Rafinha. Colombia would equal though in first half stoppage time. Daniel Munez getting the goal there. Brazil 51% possession, 13-7 the shots. Colombia 6-3 the shots on target. Colombia, and the corners 6-5 Colombia. That draw meant that Colombia topped the group, which would have paid good money if you had bet that before the tournament. I'm not surprised. I didn't think there was much between Colombia and Brazil in that group. Colombia will be missing Jefferson Lerma. He misses out through suspension for this quarterfinal game. He has 1 goal and 3 shots so far this tournament. For Panama, that 3-1 loss to Uruguay, match day 1. They had a 2-1 win over USA on match day 2. USA did take a red card, though, early in that game in the 18th minute. And they had a 3-1 win over Bolivia on match day 3, which saw them leapfrog the USA and move into number 2 in the group to advance to the quarterfinals. Now, Panama scored in the 22nd minute. It stayed that way against Bolivia until the 69th minute, where Bolivia would equalize, but then Panama added goals in the 79th and 91st, so that game was close until late on. Panama did allow Bolivia, though, to hold the possession just slightly, 52%. The shots, though, were 13-7 Panama. Shots on target, 6-4 Panama, and corners, 2-1 Bolivia. Panama will still be missing Carrasquilla to a 2-game ban for yellow card. Straight red card for a tackle on Pulisic. Head-to-head, Colombia last won 3-0, but that was a friendly in 2019, and their next most recent meeting goes all the way back to 2007. For Colombia, they are now have an incredible undefeated streak of 26 games. Current manager Nestor Lorenzo has been in charge for 23 of those games. Before the Brazil draw, they had won 10 straight games, and it's to be noted they didn't necessarily need to beat Brazil. Obviously, they wanted to top that group, but even getting the draw was enough for them. They've outscored their opponents 49-16 in that time, and they've scored in all but 3 of those 26 games where they're undefeated, as well as in 11 straight games. For Panama, they have 4 wins in their last 6, and they're 14-2-5 if you look back over a longer stretch of form for them, which is great. But let's look at those 14 wins and quickly run through these teams here. Bolivia, USA, Montserrat, Guyana, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Curacao, Martinique, Bolivia, USA, Qatar, Martinique, Costa Rica again. So other than the USA, which would, a mid-level contending team, not a top-level team, but a team that's still ranked relatively high. We're not talking about a lot of top-tier teams here. They'll be facing Colombia, who right now is certainly playing like one of the top teams in the world right now. They come in with that 26-game undefeated streak. They were 4th in XG, while Panama was just 11th throughout the group stage, and that's well below teams that got knocked out, Panama's XG, that is. So if we look at some different bets here, Colombia to win in a parlay looks like a very easy parlay piece if you can find something else to pair it with. Maybe whether you look in the Euros or you look in the Copas, that's an easy parlay piece to me. Colombia to win, though, you're not going to get much there, all minus 300. Colombia to win and to score 2, certainly an option as well, minus 175. Colombia on the -1 on the spread, even money, definitely an option. Starts bringing that price to a more reasonable number. Or you can try to get creative and create some sort of same-game parlay at a book like, say, Bet365. Colombia to win, to score 2, and to have the most shots would get you to minus 150. If you wanted to add shots on target, that would be minus 138. Those are options as well. I think if you don't want to risk just pushing on a bet, go that same game parlay route. I see Colombia winning. They could certainly score 2, and I also see them having more shots on target as well. But if you want to just be a little more straightforward here, I think Colombia -1 looks like the best bet here. If they win by 1, you'll get the push. They win by 2, you'll get the win. Colombia -1, plus 100 against Panama. It's my prediction for this game. What are your picks for this Copa America game on Saturday? Drop it down there in the comments. And if you're looking for more great sports betting promos and bonuses for new customers, check out my link down there in the comments, signupexpert.com/shredthespread. You can see some great new customer bonuses and get some great bonus bets if you sign up down there. Check it out, and good luck with your bets.